We'll have some important and interesting information for you tonight in regards to our safety practices here at Mountain House High School. My name is Ben Faubert. I'm the principal here at Mountain House High School.
And I'm Camel Penu. I'm one of the vice principals here at Mountain House High School. Good evening, everybody.
Great. Well, thank you again, everyone, for being here. We're broadcasting live here from Mountain House High School, and it will be archived both on Facebook Live and on YouTube, so you can review this at a later date. And at the end of this meeting, there will be an opportunity for you to pose any questions that you might have right in the chat. So let's get going. Would like to go over the agenda really quick. First, we'd like to go over our promise to you and the community, and that is that our number one priority is to keep our students safe. That is always our aim. We are always continually looking for ways to improve our practices, but we do have several processes and procedures that we follow when and if there is an emergency situation on our campus. And as you'll learn tonight, you'll learn a little bit more about our the procedures that we do follow and the different types of drills that we run during the course of a regular school year. Camel, you want to go over communication tools and the rest of the agenda?
Yeah, so one of the big things that we'll cover today is how we communicate with our community when there is something that is ongoing and developing. Also, to just touch base about what our coordination with law enforcement and emergency personnel looks like. We'll review our parent expectations and dive a little bit into our reunification process. And lastly, we'll have some time for a question and answer.
So as educators, again, like we said, our promise and our job is to keep all students safe at Mountain House High School. There's a lot of things that could happen, and we try to mitigate any kind of bad things that might happen on campus by really planning and being intentional about our safety procedures at school.
During the course of the year, students, staff, and the community, in addition to law enforcement, we set up time for us to practice and review our different safety situations and emergency procedures. We are actively improving our processes, and anytime we're able to get feedback and also work with our partners on improving our structures here, we do so. So over the course of the year, your students have drills regarding a fire, a bomb threat, securing the school, earthquake, and then also shelter in place. Again, these are active drills that we participate during the course of the school year, and we work alongside law enforcement in improving these processes on a daily basis. In any emergency situation, it's critical that our community be updated on ongoing situations. Our main form of communication, as you may have noticed, parents, is our Parent Square app. What we'll do is we'll take some time to just go over what that looks like and the setup of that process. For any parents that need to go more in depth on what Parent Square looks like and also some of the settings, definitely reach out to our IT department. But we'll show a little bit about how Parent Square is utilized in terms of our communication tool. So Mr. Faubert is going to click and show you our LUSD technology overview. This is our district website. And here on the website, you'll see on the right-hand side, there's a couple of tabs and headers, but we're going to focus on the one that says Aries Communication. And we'll go into a short video, but Parent Square is linked to not only students' accounts, but also parents, and is our main notification tool. It does it via phone calls in addition to text messages and emails.
Welcome to your new district communication hub. This is a quick tour around the app. Your home page is the feed. This is the timeline of announcements posted by everything you follow. For example, you might see a post from your child's teacher or an important message from the district. Within your settings, you can customize how you would like to be notified when something is posted. If you need to contact the teacher directly, just toggle over to direct messages and quickly start a two-way conversation. If you're ever stuck, just click on the help button to find common answers and more how-to videos. Have a great semester.
So again, parents, I definitely recommend spending some more time here on the district website. taking a look at the different FAQ documents that they do have, and also going over how to personalize your Parent Square app. What we'll do right now is we'll go over the main forms of communication and what that looks like on the parent side. As you've already seen in regards to our attendance or any ongoing announcements that are happening on campus, there are ways to customize how you receive your messages. And what we'll do is we'll dive into those right now. So as I mentioned, Parent Square allows you to customize the notification types. Primarily, there is cell phone, phone recording, text messages, or email. And we'll go into some of those now. The instant settings sends everything in real time. What this means is you'll get it instantly, and depending on how you want that communication, it will be in real time. The next setting is the digest setting. It sends direct messages, alerts, and time-sensitive posts instantly, but sends non-sensitive posts at the end of the day, reducing the number of notifications you receive daily. As you may know, Mountain House community, we do like to inform our community. We're also sending information on upcoming events, clubs, also highlighting things that are going on campus as well. We do recommend the digest setting. It limits the number of notifications, but definitely you want to make sure that you're receiving sensitive material instantly. And then users can fine-tune notification for emergency alerts, announcements, and messages. In any communication regarding an emergency or an update to safety, you will get an emergency alert. Now, in working with our local law enforcement partners and the fire department, everything we do in regards to safety is reviewed alongside them. There are instances, and this is something that was seen when we had our evacuation drill, is there are times where we will have to change our plans or to make adjustments. And again, this is done in coordination with law enforcement. The idea behind it is anytime there's a situation, we want to make sure the students are as safe as possible. And we don't do anything unless we are directed to do so by law enforcement. Next page, please.
Come on. There it goes.
So during an emergency, there's a situation that is ongoing, we will notify the community via the Parent Square app. We've made some adjustments in that a phone call will also be given in addition to an email or a text message. Again, we are working alongside law enforcement, and a campus has to be closed to ensure the safety of the students and the staff. Now, as a parent myself, I get it. For Bear as well, we understand that your natural instinct is I'm going to come and grab my child. But again, when there is a situation that is ongoing, we have to make sure that campus is not only secure, but we want to ensure the safety of not only staff, but also our Mountain House community. And all our notifications will be sent via Parent Square, and also updates on what is actively happening. And again, as parents, I understand you want to come grab your child, but again, we are working alongside law enforcement, and we will and have closed off campus like we did during the evacuation. Now, depending on our coordination with law enforcement, we do have a reunification plan. What that looks like is we will send out an additional notification saying that we may need you to come grab your student or come pick them up, from campus. We may also need to shift where that location is. We are fortunate here in Mountain House that we do have our elementary schools within walking distance of the high school. And in our communication to you parents, we will let you know what that reunification plan looks like in terms of please come pick up your child from this location, and please do so at this time. Again, everything is done in coordination with law enforcement. Our job is to make sure your child is safe at all times. And if we need to switch our reunification location, we definitely will communicate that out. Now, I know that Mr. Faubert and I have shared an overview of the types of drills and expectations that we do have here. Again, our job is to make sure your kids are safe and sound. We will continue to communicate out updates that we have to our safety policies and procedures, but at the same time, parents, it is imperative that you have Parent Square. You are actively checking your messages, and also if you are called to come to school to come pick up your child, to please do so, and also just remain to wait for those updates. And now there's an opportunity for any questions and answers. And I will say before we begin this portion, there are certain elements that we're not allowed to share based on our safety protocols. But Mr. Faubert and I will do our best to answer your questions. And thank you, community.
Yeah, the kinds of information that we won't share is specific maps of our campus and specific places where we evacuate. We don't post those publicly for safety reasons, so that is on purpose, but we do have a safety plan. If anyone is interested in reviewing our site safety plan, it is available in the main office at Mountain House High School and can be reviewed here on campus. And I apologize, I did see that that it didn't look like there was a lot of echo when Mr. Pani was speaking. I apologize for that. Hopefully you saw most of the verbiage that was written on the screen, which is what he was going over. Again, it is our biggest responsibility to make sure that our students are safe. And we talked a little bit about Parent Square and communication, talked a little bit about reunification processes, and making sure that that parents stay away from campus during emergency situations until they're asked to come pick up their children.
I will also like to add during the course of the year is we are actively practicing this with your student. So parents absolutely ask your children, did you guys have a drill? How was that? And also that's feedback that we are taking from our student body as well and updating on our end. Again, safety is our #1 priority, and the more we practice and the more that we can get specific feedback, the better that we can be prepared in the case of an emergency. All right, parents, if there's any specific questions, absolutely, please do share it in the chat. Going once, going twice. And parents, over the course of the year, we will continue to send updates, as you've also seen in our terms of our COVID-19 guidance that are being sent via Parent Square. We'll continue to update our community as information is given to us, and also just reviewing our expectations regarding student safety. And as Mr. Faubert mentioned, we are recording this. This will also be posted. We have a question. Is there any plans being made for the COVID vaccine mandate? In regards to the mandate, that is something that we are actively working with the district. Again, once information gets presented to us, we definitely will communicate that out. I think you're muted, Mr. Faubert.
Sorry. Our mandate is to follow the mandates that are given to us by the California Department of Public Health and our County Department of Public Health. Currently, there's a mandate for all faculty and staff and adults who are on campus to be vaccinated or to be tested on a weekly basis, and we are complying completely with those with those mandates. And as further mandates come forward and they're shared with us, then our plan is to implement those mandates. And as always, we'll continue to follow the protocols when and if there are COVID positive cases on campus. We are communicating with families and students and teachers and everyone who's involved to be able to ensure everyone is informed as to what's going on. Okay, well, it seems that there aren't too many questions tonight. That's fine. Again, Mr. Panu said, as situations arise, we will continue to host these online meetings where we can present some information and then do some Q&A feedback from our community. We also welcome feedback directly to us. Mr. Panu is our vice principal who is over our safety protocols on campus. So please, if you have questions, send your emails to him. You can also send them to me or any of the other vice principals. And we'll be happy to answer your questions or get you to the right person to get your question answered. Again, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We look forward to future meetings and to communicating back and forth with our community, and have a great evening.
Good night, everybody.